My father grew up without a family because of World War II. They died in Auschwitz. So he was 18 years old and all alone. He made sure when we were born, I have two brothers, and he made sure that there was always plenty to do at home, not to just keep us there, but to invite our friends. So our house was the house to go to, so he'd always have his kids around him. He taught us the importance of family, and I've basically followed that. I haven't seen this in a while. This one is my father and my mother. This is Jeremy. This is Daniel. And this is Marty. Our family isn't just mom and dad and the kids. It's great aunts and uncles and cousins, and we just all stay together. First cousins all grew up together, like brothers and sisters. So, and my wife had a lot of aunts and uncles, so they're part of the family. In fact, even though she's gone, they're still my aunts and uncles or sisters or my sister-in-laws, and it will always be that way. They're all grown up now. It's a good memory. In August 9th, 1980, when my first son was born, he was a preemie, and he had hyaline membrane disease, which was something the doctors didn't really know about quite as much. In fact, President Kennedy's son died from that because they didn't know much about it at the time. But they knew if he hit 100% oxygen, he was going to go blind. And Riley sent the neonatal ambulance for him. They found out he had a pneumothorax, which was basically a hole in his lung. And they put a little tube in. They sucked all the air out that was stopping his lungs from inflating. It healed itself. And he's been fine. But I have to back up with the story. Because while I was waiting at the hospital, the doctor that was there was getting ready to go on vacation. But he heard another child was coming. And he waited. And he assessed my son. And he fixed him up. And after he knew my son was okay, he left for vacation and he died. But he took care of my son first. So Riley means a lot to me. He wouldn't have made it without them. He's got a teeny tiny little mark on his chest from where the tube went in. You can barely see it. If you're not looking for it, you won't even see it. But he is perfectly all right. He has 2 children of his own now. And we never had to worry about it again. There you are.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, I've got a camera crew over here from the Children's Miracle Network. And I was telling them about when you were born and how you went to Riley and all the things they did for you. I just could not imagine how those nurses did what they did and how they fixed you up before I even got there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so appreciative of what they did and how they did it. And it's, something you want to remember it for the rest of your life, but not always on the top of your mind. But I mean, holy cow. I mean, I'm living, my own life in Chicago with my wife and my 2 boys, and we're all very healthy. And to think that, you had to go through that with me, I couldn't imagine having, Jack or Julian in the hospital like that, and how stressful that must have been. But to have amazing doctors that just made it happen for me, that found a way. And I feel so thankful every single day that, that they were able to do that. And, I've got the little hole on my chest as a reminder that, that they took care of me, as my rite of passage, or whatever you want to call it. And it's a good reminder that I'm lucky to be living the life that I am.
To this day, I cannot walk in a neonatal unit. He's perfectly all right. They saved his life. They did everything, but I can't walk through there. They're great kids, all of them, and my daughter-in-laws. They're just all wonderful, good people. I'm sorry. They were all here for me and my wife. Two of them came to live with me for a while. And, it's back to what family's about. All three of them were here when she died. I take that back too. One drove in really quick the next day because he had just gone home a little bit before. But, family's there for good and bad. Looking at these reminds me of the good because, they just came into the world and they're fun to play with and watch them grow, and just all the different things that kids do. It's just so wonderful. I really had a good time raising my kids. How do you thank someone for saving your child's life? It's just impossible. You can never really say thank you. So making sure that other kids have the ability to be taken care of and to make the money available for the Children's Miracle Network and Riley Hospital for Children, it makes me remember what happened to my son and doing my best to make sure that anyone else's son or daughter that has an issue is going to be taken care of, and taken care of very well. Mm-hmm. It's something that helps people live their life. And to me, that's not charity. That's a lot more than charity. When I think of home, I think of family. I think of actually generations of family. My father lost his entire family. He had no one. I go into schools and churches, universities, and I teach about the Holocaust. I show them that my father was all alone, one person. This one man came. He came to the United States. He got married and had 3 children. The children got married and had children. And I'm showing this family tree from one person. How many lives came from one person? And when you talk about the importance of a child, how many lives are coming from that child? You never know what someone's going to do in their life. If they're going to be a rock star, if they're going to be the world's greatest doctor, if they're going to find the cure to cancer, you don't know. Even the kid doesn't know when he starts out or she starts out. So you don't know what each person brings, but everybody brings something. Every life is important. To me, that's what kids and future generations are all about.